Three, two, one. Hello guys, Naresh here. So in this video, we'll be looking on the weekly analysis for the next week. So let's hop into the forexfactory.com and let's see what are the upcoming events on the next week. And on we in upcoming week we are having pretty good events, so we can expect good amount of movement in the forex pairs. And on Mondays we are not having major events, but events are there, but we are not having major events on Monday, so we can expect good movement on Tuesday. And we are having events on AUD, USD, CAD, USD. So and at 11:30 we are having many events on USD. So trade according to that, guys. So be careful while events are happening. There can be a big spike in both sides. So while there is a big there is a event, manage your trades properly, guys. And on Thursday also we are having good events on USD, NZD, AUD, and GBP. So let's start with the analysis, guys. So let's start with the DXY. So what we are having in DXY, so in DXY we are in uptrend, major like proper uptrend, higher forming higher and higher low. So in 1 day time frame, and it is also bullish as well. So what we can expect coming upcoming week is we are having a major resistance in this area. So price can reject this high. So if it is rejecting this high and making a lower high or something like that, you can go for short entries after coming down, breaking this this zone and retesting this zone and coming down. It can come down. Or else if it is making a higher high and coming to this trend line area, which is a support area as well. So if it is coming to this area again, you can go for long entries on DXY, guys. So we are having both side potential here. Trade according to the market structure, guys. So if it is making higher high, go for uptrend. If it is not able to make higher high here, and if it is making some kind of double top pattern, you can go for short entries on this DXY, guys. So let's go with AUD USD, guys. So what we are having in 1 day time frame, I have already drawn the zones and everything. So in 1 day time frame, we are approaching an important resistance area, and it already tapped this area and it made rejection here. So the major trend is down, right? So from here in this area, we can also see the 1 day candle, how powerful it is, and sellers are in control. So don't try to go for long entries in right now, like for the next week, guys, because the momentum on downside is very important, very high, and it is near the resistance area as well. So we can go for short entries. So what we can look for is, let it break this support here and make lower low, and after coming for the retest area, which is this area, supply area, you can wait for the price to come to this area, and you can look for short entries on AUD guys. So I would advise you to go for only short entries on next week. So if it is coming to this making lower low and tapping to this zone again, can go for short entries in AUD guys. So next it would be EURUSD, guys. So it is most like similar to the DXY, but and it is like it is right opposite to the DXY. So it is in downtrend, guys, and we can see here it is in downtrend. So if it is making lower low here, you can wait for the pullback to happen to this zone, and you can go for short entries. Or if it is failed to make lower low and it is forming some kind of double bottom here, you can go for long entries after like breaking this area and forming higher high in lower time frame, like in 1 hour or in 30 minutes. You can go for long entries, guys. So in this EURUSD, you are having both side potential as well. So that would be for EURUSD, guys. So let's jump into GBPJPY. So I have already, like previous to previous week, I have already told that this is an important zone. Already it tried to tap like make higher high, it failed. Again it tried to make higher high, it failed. So it is forming double bottom. Okay, it formed double bottom, and it is prices continues coming down again. So what we can do is, the major trend is down, so it is better to look for short entries only. So in if this is making higher high, okay, this is in 1 hour. So this is making higher high. So what I would advise you to do is wait for this trend line to break, which is this is a demand area. So wait for the support to break and make a low, some kind of breaking this area, and wait for the retest to happen, and you can go for short entries. Or else if it is like holding this area and again moving higher high, can go for long entries after coming to this area and like something like this. Either it should break down, retest and go down, or else if it holding this area and again making higher high here, you can go for long entries here and take this as your target, which is really good. So we are having good opportunity in GBP JPY, guys. So this would be the for GBP JPY. We are having both side potential, but it is better to go with the trend. So the long 4 hour time frame trend is down, so wait for the break of structure to happen, and break of structure in minor time frame. Okay, this is just a minor trend. So break of structure in minor trend, wait for the retest to happen, you can go for short entries. If you are willing to go short directly after breaking this minor trend, the risk to reward is very, very low, guys, because you need to keep the stop loss above here and target is here, which is not even 1.5, 1 is to 1.5. So if you are waiting for the pullback and retest to this zone, and if it is having some kind of engulfing bearish engulfing candle, you can go for short entries there and keeping your stop loss above here, which should be like 1 is to 4 or 1 is to 5. So play trade accordingly, guys. So next would be GBPUSD. So in 1 day time frame, sorry, one second. So in 1 day time frame, it is super bearish, and because of this war thing and everything happening, it is continue to bearish. And I would go with the trend direction. Let it be the support area or anything, and this is an important support area, guys. So I just want to let you know, because this is an important support area as well, and it have stretched very long here. So before continuing down, it should make some kind of pullback to this area and it can continue down. For now, we can, what you can do is, if it is coming again to this area and respecting this trend line and supply area, you can go for short entry again, guys. But keep your target tight and trail your stop loss, because it is already in bottom. So you can go for short entries again here with the trend, but always try to go trail your stop loss tight, because this can reverse anytime, because it is already in the top bottom. You can only look for short entries here. You can look for short entries here. Just wait for the price to pull back here and make some kind of confirmation with your system and go for short entries and take this as your target, because this zone is very important, guys. It is an important support zone, so it can reverse from the in the zone any, like either in this area it can reverse any place. So that's why I would like to advise you to go for the tightest stop loss. So that would be for GBP USD, guys. So what we are having in NZDUSD, it is similar to Aussie. So what we are having, it is forming double top in 1 day time frame, and it is forming some kind of triangle pattern as well. So what I would suggest you is just wait for the break of structure to happen, which is break of support here, and wait for the retest to happen, and you can go for short entries. But the AUD and NZD are correlated very strongly. I would suggest you to go short in AUD because it is weaker compared to NZD. See, so it is better to go with AUD, guys, because it is having better setup compared to NZD. So if it is breaking down, it is better to go with. Here also we are having an opportunity, but the reward would be less. Risk to reward ratio would be less. But in AUD, we are having pretty good risk to reward ratio. So it is similar to AUD, guys, AUD USD. Just wait for the break of structure to happen, wait for the pullback and manipulate a little bit, whoever put your sell order here and made their stop loss here. Just wait for the pullback and tap to the zone again. You can go for short entry again, guys, and take this as your target. So big target, don't try to get big target, because it is still in uptrend. So most likely it can support and again pull back to the zone and it can come down. So it can't come down directly, because this trend line has been supported like tapped 3 times, and it is respecting this trend line. So most likely it come to this zone and pull back a little bit, and again it can continue down. So that would be for NZD USD, USD, guys. So in USD CAD, what we are having is it is forming higher high, it is forming high high. See, this higher high, higher low, sorry, low and lower, higher low. So what we can do is it is better to go with short long entries, guys. But what I'm expecting is again it should come back, retest this zone, and if you're able to see some kind of bullish pattern again, you can go for long entries. And the short entries, like, it is pretty much hard to trade this USD CAD because it is very choppy, and is we are not able to see any clear signals here. So most likely I would suggest you to go for only long entries here because it is an important support area as well. So if it is the price is coming to this area again and forming some kind of double bottom or any kind of consolidation here and breaking above, you can go for long entries, guys, because the price is making higher high and a higher low here. So that would be for USD CAD, guys. So what we are having in USD JPY. So in USDJPY, it is in major uptrend, and last week we had a breakout here, and it is super bullish. So right now we are not having any setup. We can't enter buying if we can't buy at top. So we will need to wait for the pullback to happen. And I have already drawn this level, which is a fib levels using Fibonacci retracement. Have drawn 36%, 34%, 50%, 60 some percent retracement here. So wait for the price to pull back, guys, and wait for the confirmation of moving up again. You can go for long entries on that. So I would suggest to I would most likely wait for this 34% retracement because it is super bullish, and it is also having rejected this area, so it is pretty much important area. So I would wait for this area to tap again and consolidate a little bit, or double top, sorry, double bottom, any kind of pattern and bullish confirmation. I will be looking for long entries on USD CAD, guys. So that would be for USD CAD. And what we are having in AUD CAD, guys. So it was in uptrend, guys, but and it continues to go up. After coming to this area, it tap to this area and respect this area, and it is coming down. So we can see how big this candle is in 1 day time frame, and it is forming lower high. This is a high, and it is lower high, and it is low, and this is lower low. So I would wait for the price to come back to this zone again, and I need at least 2 to 3 candles here. Okay, just don't directly enter after making something like this. Just one candle confirmation come down. Wait for the pullback here, and at least 2 to 3 candle of confirmation, and you can go for short entries in AUDCAD, guys. But be careful, the trend is up here, still the trend line is intact. So if you're trading here also, take your partial here and make this as the break even. Okay, so it can respect this trend line again, it can reverse back again. Most likely it won't happen, but it is better to be aware, right? So wait for this price to come here and make consolidation and break down again. If it is holding this level and coming down powerfully, it can break this level, and you can take this as your second target, guys. So that would be for ADCAT. So what we are having in AUDJPY, guys. So AUDJPY is very tricky right now, guys. It is not at all having a good setup, but it is tightly correlated with AUDUSD. So what I'm expecting is it is in an important resistance area, so most likely it will reject here. And if it is holding this area, you can take this buy entry, and you should not target more than this because it is important resistance area. And AUD is also bearish, like going to go down. Most likely it will go down. We are not sure, we are just predicting, like most likely it will go down. So if it is holding this level, you can buy for a buy again, or else if it is breaking this level and making some kind of retest here, you can go for short entries, guys. So that is for AUDJPY. So in EURGBP, yeah, GBP, we are having very good setup here, guys. So what we are having is it is in major downtrend, and because of some news and recovery and all, it have made a big move here. So what I'm expecting is it is respecting this trend line, and it makes something like head and shoulder pattern or triple bottom, triple top, so you can call it as anything. It is some kind of reversal pattern. So what I'm expecting is just wait for the price to pull back to the zone, and you can go for short entries in EU or GBP, guys. So I'm bearish on EU or GBP. So it is making lower low here, and wait for the price to come to this area, which is having also having a trend line here. Wait for the price to come to this area and make like something like 2 to 3 candle of rejection. So if it is rejecting and continues down, you can go for short entries. And I have already marked this level. So take TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4. So we can trade accordingly on that, guys. So like next would be JPP, guys, JPY, guys. So it is one day it is also in downtrend, and we are having both side potential here, guys. So it is going in channel pattern. If it is again making a higher high here and coming to this area, you can go for long entry. And it is most likely to go down because it is rejecting here. And see the size of this candle, which all candles are red candles or engulfing candle. So if it is breaking this area again, wait for the price to come back to this area and tap this area again. You can go for short entries here, and you can go for look good target in EURGBP, guys. So in GBPAUD, we already had a very big move here, and this is an important here area here, guys. So it is better to go with the trend, but it is also important here. Wait for the break of structure to happen here, which is this important support area. So if it is breaking below here and coming to this area again, you can go for short entry and look for short entry, guys. Or else if it is coming again, it is respecting this double bottom, and if it is breaking this important resistance area, you can go wait for the retest to happen, and you can go for long entries in GBPAUD, guys. So last pair would be NZDJPY, and this CHFJPY and USD CHF is so choppy right now. So it is not good to trade for swing traders or 1 hour and 4 hour time frame traders. So it is better to avoid CHFJPY. I will just show you here. You can see how choppy it is. It is very choppy here, so it is not trending at all. So it is better to avoid CHF JPY. And the USD CHF is also very choppy. It is better to trade avoid trading here. Wait for the breakout, and you can wait for the retest, and you can go for trades after that. Okay. So NZDJPY is similar to AUDJPY, guys. So if it is coming to this area and holding this area, you can go for long entries. If it is breaking this area and making retest, you can go for short entries in NZDJPY. So it is tightly correlated with AUDJPY. So that would be for the weekly analysis for the next week, guys, and hope you got something useful from this video. And please give your feedback, guys. I will be happy to take your feedbacks. And please leave your comments and like and share and subscribe to my channel, guys. So and thank you so much, and have a great and wonderful week of trading. So let's hope I will be seeing you on the next week. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.